Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is the new series that I'm gonna start over here. So what are the variants that I have like completed 100% of stuff. So we're gonna talk about the chapters, like two chapters per video. We're gonna put like three videos and then the variant will be finished. Every part with a specific counters for a specific fights and boss. So let's jump towards it, and the first variant that we are going to take a look, it's going to be variant number 7. Yep, I think that's right. The new variant that came up. So we're gonna start over here. Now we're just gonna quit it up and let's jump over here. Okay, a connection issue, bit. So okay, still it's connection issue. I don't know why it's facing this. Okay, let's just jump and take a mystic champion in, and that's going to be it. So we're gonna jump towards it and see what we are facing over here, what are the paths, what are the boss and stuff. So the first chapter is by far the easiest chapter of this variant. Basically you just need archangel in your team. So the first chapter is all about mutant and the second chapter is all about mystic. So basically in this chapter you need one of mutant that can apply bleed and poison. Then you can easily get through this, all of it. So basic counter that everyone knows is Archangel for every fight, most probably. A 4-star Archangel will do more than enough, and 5-star would wreck them up. As I did my run with a 5-star, and he was pretty much doing all the parts alone without losing like 50% of his head. So let's jump towards the first part. So over here we have the first part. It's a power gain, and it's nothing, just like mutant get more damage in the fury and stuff and the register, so you don't have to worry about anything else. So this is a simple path. Basically the easiest part of this quest is going to be this one, is bleed vulnerability and poison vulnerability. A bleed vulnerability and poison vulnerability is like you're gonna be easily killing all them up. A mutant that can apply bleed, basically, if you can see. So Nemo can apply a bleed, Archangel apply both, like bleed, poison, and any champion I kinda don't recall at this point. Magneto applies a bleed and some other champions. So you can go with them and they can easily get through this fight. So this path is whole about this only. You just need to apply bleed and stuff, and that's going to be it. So then after that you're gonna come towards this section. So this section there are like 2 fights per side. So it's bleed vulnerability, poison vulnerability from this side, and the Black Panther can be a bit tricky, but once you have poison turned into a neuro for like 4 or 3, then fight is finished. He cannot like deflect the stun on you, and you can easily get through this fight. And then comes this side. So this side can be a bit tricky because this side comes with this side of path. So this comes from here. So SP2s are unblockable and power gain is 100%. So you just don't need to worry about anything in this fight. Just keep this tag on vision, keep him under a bar, because just keep him build like he have a bar, that's great. And he's above like 1.5 bar, then it's suicide for you, because he can any point synthesis and you're like dead at that point. Just look towards that, and this side also would be done. Hood is not going to be an issue for you. Play with Archangel, go with it, and you can easily get through this fight, no problem with that. Just don't push him towards SP2, or like don't let him dash back and hold block and you just hit on his block, he's gonna get invis. That's the problem. And then comes the part that I talked about, and it's going to be bit easy part if you play it perfectly. So if I say the first fight, that's going to be a tricky, because after the update Crossbone is not a easy champion for anyone to counter now, because the purification of the debuffs that he do is pretty damn difficult. I've seen it. It's like I was pretty much dead first when I started this path. Then I have to restart it and then went with him again. We just need to get to Neuros. Basically, if you get to Neuros, you can easily get to this part. But still, once you apply a bleed, he's gonna get all the bleeds before you get 2 to 3 bleeds on him. So you need to be pretty patient while fighting this dude. It's going to be pretty difficult, because if you don't If you put him towards an SPT, it's not going to be difficult because once he put like a punch and then pull out the gun, 3 shots, you just need to bait out the punch, the rest you can block it, no difficult. And then comes to the another difficult fight, can be for some persons, so it's going to be a Dragon Man. Basically, everyone thinks like a science champion or HT is by far the easiest counter for this dude. Is going to be like far more easy champion fight, but no, he is pretty simple than any other champion, if you can say. You just need to look towards his power gain. You can stun him, so the stun removes the power gain. That's the only point in this fight. But once that you cannot stun him or like something, you wanna bait a special, and he is not like, if you can parry him and then you hit him something just like that, he's gonna run towards like SP3 or something. It's pretty simple. What you can do is like bait out SP1, just take a hit of SP1, last hit, first hit, middle hit, any hit, the power gain will shrug off simply. And special 2, when he use it, it's simply shrugged off. Just bait out, just like takes the first hit when he flies above, that's the hit that you have, that's going to be unblockable, and you have to dex it out and you can easily get through this fight. So don't push him towards HP3, that's the only thing, and the fight would be done for this side also. Then comes the boss. The boss also have bleed vulnerability and poison vulnerability both, then like the easiest part of over here. And it's going to be power gain 100%, and all special attacks are unblockable. So you just need to realize that you have to bait out everything, and power gain is going to be pretty bad. But once you have Archangel and putting like bleeds and stuff, then that's it, the fight will be done as simple at that point. So this is going to be it for this side, and let's jump towards the second chapter over here and let's see what are we facing over there, because there's going to be 4 parts and pause. I kinda don't recall at this point. So let's see what are the boss that we are facing over here. It's going to be a Spider-Man. So let's just talk about this boss. This boss is not difficult, as I say. So let's see. So this is the part that you're going to face over here. These parts, we have 4 parts, and all the parts are not that much difficult over here. So in this, we're going to be the easiest part that I want to say is going to be this. The special attacks are unblockable, the four special attack is unblockable, and special 1 by, so apparently opponent's gonna use most and most of special 1, so you have to be pretty precise with that. And all the mystic champion gains like 100% of their attack, rest has 50% of their attack decreased, so it's not going to be a difficult task over here if you play with a mystic champion, if I say. And then comes this fight. This fight is not difficult, the nodes are same, but Taskmaster is a difficult champion, if you say, because once you have like 3 to 4 parries or like 3-4 debuffs and stuff, he gets immune to all of it. And I don't know what is it, I don't know anything about this champion, but I know this thing that he gets unblockable. He gets debuff immune straight away within the fight. If there is a node or no, he's gonna get debuff immune straight away. So this can be a tricky fight. You just need to beat out SU1s and SU1s because they are unblockable, and so, but you can just takes out all of it, but still you need to be pretty precise with that. You have to kill him fast, more damage, and so, and then jump towards this side. So it is the same nodes and stuff, but Punish 2099 was pretty bad for me because I was not playing well against this dude. But still, if I say Archangel would do far more better like job over here, but you can go with Doom and stuff, you can easily get through this fight. And there comes this. I used Archangel upon this fight. The 50% attack decrease was not good, were like not an issue for me, but still I was thinking like, if I can put like debuffs and stuff and they have some damage and stuff, you can easily get through this fight. And Archangel is a metal champion, but he is immune to power modification. That means he cannot decrease my ability accuracy, and I can decrease his ability accuracy while applying news and stuff. Okay, let's jump towards the second part over here, and it is by far the difficult part for me, and basically it would be for you all also. So this is the part. The more the buff that opponent has, the more increase for Mystic Champion attack will be. So here you can see 10% attack, 25% bleed, debuff duration and stuff, so it's just like that. 100% power gain is been from the first chapter, so it's not going to be an issue for you. You're going to be handling it perfectly well. So the thing that comes is aspect of evolution, baiting out special attacks more and more, because you know that he's going to get to an SP3 straight if you put like 3 to 2 combos or something just like that. And aspect of evolution is going to be bad because the more duration of the fight that you have, the more the power gain and the attack the opponent is having is increased turn by turn. And then comes this two fights, and after that the same fight for the first part. Then comes the Taskmaster. I don't like this fight also. And then comes by far the difficult fight. I used magic for this fight. You should also use magic for this fight. It's going to be this dude. He is immune to power modification, if you know. You cannot power steal, power drain, power burn, and something just like that. You cannot do anything to him. You just can't power lock him. Magic is about for the best option over here. This is the difficult fight for this part, and the rest should be easy. But if I say Black Bolt is also a difficult fight if you don't play it perfectly. So I will suggest to play both of the fight perfectly. So let's jump towards another part. This part is not difficult, play it perfectly simple, and you can easily get through this. While Mutant Champion gets the Fury that increase 125% of their attack. It's Chaos, Blood in Water one, and some the nodes are pretty simple. You can easily go through this fight. The fight that you need to be worrying about is this dude. Just try and not let him do focus, because if he is focused, he's gonna get falter, you miss, something just like that. He nullifies with the degen, damage increase, and that is bad for you. Just go with heavies more, Giri parries. Try to put like 3 hits and then parry him, because once he don't have that much of a distance, like after you doing 5 combo, you hit a medium, light attack medium, and the medium puts some duration, and the next attack that opponent does is a medium. So you need to be putting like 4 hits or 3 hits just to create a distance like a light attack, and you can easily get through. Like parrying heavy, you can easily get through this. But that was by far the easy. But if you know the reparry, the fight is far more easy than any other fight. Okay, so let's jump towards the last part of this, and it's going to be way easy. The Mystic Champion and Mutant Champion both get the Fury. That's good. There's 50% of the attack and buffet. Buffet is always not a problem for any champions. Like if you play with Mutant, buffet is never a champion, like never a problem for you if you're playing with Archangel, Magneto, and stuff. So I would suggest to go with this fight with the Mutant champions. Less mistake would be far more better. And once you go towards this champion, then comes the analysis. He is the problem over here. So what you have to do is go with White Magneto synergy. That would be the easiest thing for you to do. You can just easily go through this fight while applying the pre-fight ability. I forgot the name of that. And once you do that, you can easily able to parry him. He will not shrug the parry off, or like he's not immune to that after unstoppable and so, but he will be able to parry because the stun is passive. And you can easily go through this fight. I use Magneto because he's a metal champion, or Archangel first, so you can easily go through this fight. Then come the Wasp. The Wasp is going to be that, or that kind of also, because once you are putting Archangel heavy, pre-hit, and most of the last hit that he puts is out of the stun, like after the parry stun. So you can usually use preferred ability over here also would be far more better option. Punisher is never a difficult play, but once after that uh, endorsement in the end that come indestructible circle, it's pretty good. So you need to last for that also. Can be tricky, but you can easily go through this fight. Archangel would be do far more better. And then come the boss. Basically this boss is a cheese for Archangel. So you just need to bait out nothing, just like hits heavy, parry heavy, something just like that. And when he's near to SP1, as you can see over here, is SP1 bias, and SP1 is unblockable. The webs are not unblockable, the hits are unblockable. You can parry the webs, dash back and beat the hits. That would be the only thing that you want to do over here, and rest the fight is pretty easy. You can go through this fight. So this is going to be it for this side, and this variant is not that much difficult. I'll show the next two in the next video. I'll see you guys next time.